Kickstarter Critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes go check out a GameFound project like today when we're checking out Star Trek Ascendancy, The Final Frontier. There was 19.5 thousand people who gave this a heart pre-launch. That's fascinating to know. I love knowing little stuff like that. Just to put that in comparison, Massive Darkness currently has 20,000 hearts. It's made $530,000 and it just launched like less than 2-3 hours ago. I have always wanted to try this game. Looking at the main image, it doesn't really tell me anything except for it's going to be all the different Star Trek worlds. I guess that's not the shows. Shows mushed together. You got the different characters there. You got your Captain Kirk, your Picard, the Sue, recognize, don't know the names. Still love to know more. Like that. That's honestly something I would spotlight right from the jump. That's like such a fascinating thing. Anytime you go up to 12 players, like come on. You couldn't squeeze it in there. 1 to 12 players, 3 hours, like just absolutely epic experience. I feel like you let people know that from the jump. Star Trek Ascendancy, The Final Frontier is the ultimate collection of the most thematic 4X space game in the universe, introducing brand new GameFound exclusive civilizations, the Gorn, the Tholians, and the Terran Empire. That is a banger. Alongside 2 brand new ways to play with campaign mode, featuring unique scenarios, offering endless replayability in non-player civilizations, allowing you to play solo or add even more players to your Odyssey across the stars. So you can play a solo game with 12 players. In theory, that's fantastic. All contained in a stunning custom storage solution so you can boldly go where no one has gone before. That is a massive description, but I gotta say, I thought it was really well done. Really nice use of the space there. I'm excited for it. Still think the main image could use a bit more. Like that. Like, honestly, I know you want to show off those 4 characters, but man, show me that giant cube, too. Those are big. As always with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And where's the video? There it is.
Space. The final frontier. For years, Star Trek Ascendancy has boldly taken you where no one has gone before.
I love what they're doing already. I'm going to go 2/3 of Y grade bump up immediately because do I want it as someone who maybe didn't know about this? A 1 to 12 player 3-hour epic Star Trek experience. Now I've been in the hobby for like a long time, so I knew about this. I've always wanted to play it. But if you didn't, and this just like fell into your radar, the way they just presented that to you, they're like, not only does this exist, it's been out, it's great, and there's a huge chunk of boxes for it. Can you do it? Yes, I already know you can do it because you've done it. You've done expansion after expansion after expansion. Do I want it as a Star Trek fan? Yeah, I probably already do, and we haven't even shown me hardly anything. So great start.
Space, the final frontier. For years, Star Trek Ascendancy has boldly taken you where no one has gone before. Now, the ultimate version of the game you love is here in a brand new collection, new and improved, and packed with brand new content never seen before. With streamlined rules based on years of community feedback, every game is faster, smoother, and more exciting. Star Trek Ascendancy sees you play one of the renowned civilizations from the Star Trek universe. Expand your control through peaceful exploration, or conquer all that stands before you. From your homeworld system, dive straight into the action as you discover the galaxy and new cultures, gather resources, research new technologies, and wage war on your enemies. Experience the new campaign mode. Play through the campaign scenarios solo in multiplayer, or pick a scenario for a new challenge for game night. NPC mechanics means every faction can be controlled by AI with its own unique automation specific to each faction, allowing you to add more civilizations to your multiplayer game or explore strange new worlds alone. The Final Frontier introduces 3 new never-before-seen factions: the rampaging Gorn, the planet-transforming Tholians, and the power-hungry Terran Empire from the Mirror Universe. And with an innovative storage solution, everything stays organized and fits perfectly in your captain's quarters. Explore the stars, make first contact, forge alliances, or dominate your rivals. Trade, expand, conquer, and avoid assimilation. The galaxy is yours to command. Star Trek Ascendancy, The Final Frontier by GF9.
I think that's the best Kickstarter video that I've seen in a long time. Like that was fantastic. Just like I have nothing, like I have just been completely overloaded with exactly everything I wanted to hear about. It never got too deep in the weeds on any one aspect. We kept it moving every single 5 or 10 seconds. You're introducing something new, like, now we got the NPCs, we got the solo mode, we got the campaign, we got the 3 new factions, we got all the old stuff. Look at this awesome box, look at all this storage, look at these great pieces of plastic. Like, it's streamlined. We've taken the years of feedback to make it better. That was brilliant. That was a fantastic video. Just a full point grade bump up for that video. I'm just gonna lump it all together. Full point grade bump up. Always love some Star Trek. I grew up watching Star Trek with my mom. I'm more of a Star Wars fan, but I still have a very soft spot for Star Trek, and this game I've wanted to play for a long time, and after watching this, it's now moved up like 25 spots on my to play list. Like, if you told me I could play Twilight Imperium with my friends who I'd always play Twilight Imperium with once or twice a year, or this next time, I want to try this. All right, here it is, the GameFound exclusive, massive, big, mega thing. How much is it going to cost me? $300. $149? Oh, that's just the expansion. Okay. So that is the pledge if you already own the original, I think. 1 to 12, 180. Getting ahead of myself. Let's check out Gale Force 9. Check out the track record, or GF9, as they're going by now. So they got this, that, and then other projects you may like. And then they used to do stuff on Kickstarter, so we want to make sure we check that out as well. Making sure people got their stuff. Adventures of Conan. Is that based on the original system? Really like that system. It's the original one. Do people get their stuff? I don't think this one's out yet. Fulfillment dates. Here we go. This is from 1/14 last month. Your adventure across the kingdoms begin from March. Greetings, where we trust you have had a bountiful start to the new year filled with celebrations and spending time with those close to you. An awesome update. Did Firefly get to the U.S. faster? I asked because I just received a message saying it should arrive before the end of the week. Wow, what a speedy production. Feels like I just backed this yesterday. Well done. Awesome. Great. The Firefly, it sounds like that's out as well. Is that right? Translation news. Translations, manufacturing updates. So if you're just talking about the manufacturing of the translations of the different language versions, that probably means that people have already got their stuff, I'm going to guess. It's time for an update and the next disappointment. Ooh, okay. Thank goodness the disappointment isn't new. I'm still hoping the sleeves, acrylic tokens, and Verimat will ever come available again. I'm very much hoping for the sleeves to be released again. I've had a couple rip already, and most of them from the Meridian set, which have already limited sleeves to start with. I've been contacting... Sorry if it's been asked before, will the cards fit inside it? Any news when the PL will be started? So not people, like, in love with there. And not Gale Force 9 talking much at all. I haven't seen them in any way, shape, or form in here. Okay, but it looks like most people got their stuff. Like some minor issues here and there with sleeves and this, that, the other thing. It's going to happen when you have 11,000 backers. OMFG, that storage solution they are offering with that might be one of the best all-in-one storage solutions yet. Yeah, it looks like they built it from the ground up for that storage solution, and that's exactly what you should do, right? Like if you're like, I'm going to do my deluxeified fancy version of my game, yeah, I think that's huge. So can you do it? Yeah, I'm not worried about Gale Force 9. They've been around for quite a long time, even though I do want to see, when was the last time they ran a Kickstarter? Apparently it's been a very long time. Alright, well, good for them. They're making GameFound work. 7.8 Board Game Geek Star Trek Ascendancy. The Final Frontier features every expansion ever made in the ultimate storage solution, whilst introducing brand new campaign and non-player civilization modes, 3 new brand new civilizations, an enhanced rulebook based on years of community feedback, and more. Love that rule booklet line there. The 3 new expansions. Yep, looks good. I'm in. What do I want? I want to know my pledge. Oh, that's so nice. Colonial sections. I guess 300. That was my guess for the 2 massive boxes. Designed for veteran players, includes all new civilizations plus the GameFound content. We're talking about the new expansion. Cool. over 180 plastic components, and over 400 cards. That's how you spotlight it. And then you show me some cards, too. Look at these cards. All that information on it. Love it. All right. 60 plus exploration. We just got tons of stuff. Just show me a price. Playable. All in. We're talking about the pledges. Let me show me the rewards with it. I'm scrolling. Tons of stuff. Here we go. 149 and 249 for the all-in. Is that right? So 872 people, 22. No, this is it. 400. Wow. That's a big chunk. Deluxe all-in, Ascendancy, the Final Frontier all-in collection, plus all civilizations. So this is all in everything. And then 589. So what's the difference between these ones? Oh, it's the deluxifications and whatnot. Okay, extra dice probably, stuff that ilk. So they still got 589 of it. So they sold 669 of the double boxes, and 872 of these boxes. And I think that number is going to that number is going to wildly change with that video, honestly, because this is showing me that there's nearly 1,000 people who came in here within the first few hours. Like, I absolutely need to add those upgrades, the streamlines. But I think once people see these numbers, do we have stretch goals? No stretch goals. What if this is more like a pre-order type of thing? Like it's already deluxified all to the gills. Oh, here we go. What should I pledge? New Starfleet cadets. I am new to Star Trek Ascendancy. I'd put this up higher. I'd put this above the rewards, right? Like put that there and be like, here's the ones. 249, 399, 499. The Final Frontier expansion plus the original 3 civilizations. Oh, so it's a standalone expansion. Okay. Expert captains. I own everything Star Trek Ascendancy, the Final Frontier. This is a clean, clear system here. I do like how they're doing this. Make it easy for your customers. All right. Why back now? Get it first. Stretch pay. That's going to be nice on one like this. Enhanced second edition rule book. Now they're going over some of the changes. Nice. Setup has been adjusted to get players into the heart of the game faster. The part where the players make alliances, trade, and fight, where their growing civilizations connect and interact. Playtest games got into interesting stuff around half an hour faster. Wow. Keep scrolling. LOL, $500. Of course it goes up to $500. Download the rule booklet. Nice. Second edition updated content. I want to go back to the quote. I don't want to disregard that quote. I think that's a great quote. I think that is a really spectacular quote. Both the content of the quote and, I guess that's just the fact that they put it there, right? Because it's essentially saying, hey, have you played the game before? Now it's quicker. Oh, I didn't like the game. It was too slow. Well, guess what? Now it's quicker. Or, oh, I've heard of the game, but I don't know anything about it, and now it plays quicker. Like, it's good for everything. Like, we took this game. It was already 7.8. It was already great. We fixed it. Add NPCs to any game. That's awesome. And then you show me, oh, yeah, you can add all these people to your game with all these cards, with all these texts. That's cool. Find out more in the update here. Download the NPC rule booklet. The Borg have evolved. What do I want? I want shipping. Brand new campaign mode, 15. And I want to know why you're not doing shipping. I imagine because you're just going to say we deluxified it right from the jump. We wanted to make this as perfect as we could, so we didn't want to do all the knickknacks and paddywhacks, plus it delays things. And campaign book, 15 discs, system. Yeah, cool. Man, there's so much stuff. I guess if you're trying to get $400 to $500 off me, there better be so much stuff. Scott Baio. Bakula. Not Scott Baio. Bakula. Scott Bakula. Cool. Okay. This is just an overload. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing things. I hate that they're putting this in cubes rather than normal boxes. I don't mind the cube. If you're a stacker, I can see how you'd hate it because you're going to have to put them side by side. But I think it makes it look cleaner. I don't know. What do you think? Would you? Because what's the alternative? More like a longer Twilight Imperium coffin style box? I think I like the larger lid because it's less likely to come open on accident. I don't know. I don't think about the boxes. It's an interesting observation. What does everybody else think? Would you rather have this in 2 large boxes or just like a huge coffin style box? How to play.
We're going to red.
We got a preview. That's what that is. It's not a real how to play. Don't believe it. Review, cool. One of my favorites, Discriminating Gamer. The fact that I have more subscribers than him is a travesty. Go make some plumbing videos, Cody. Shipping. That wasn't an insult, by the way. I got a huge chunk of my subscribers for some random plumbing videos I made. European. So what is it? Where am I? 35, 20, 15. Even though it looks like 515, but whatever. Okay, 35, 20. That's not bad. That shipping area isn't going to stop me from doing anything. I feel like that was rock solid. All right, so what's my final price in and out? Like 400-ish, 420, 430 for the ultimate Star Trek game ever. A game that's going to sit on your shelf for the rest of your life. Most likely you'll never get rid of, and you'll give to someone that you love in the future that you shared Star Trek with. CMON does more individual boxes, which I prefer. More individual boxes. Ooh, yeah. Now that you put it like that, I kind of do like more individual boxes too. Because it's like, oh, all this expansion stuff? Nope, not touching it. You can still collect dust. Like, because then I don't have to get these 2 or 3 boxes off the shelf. Yeah. You've swayed me, Omni, because I just played Dominion last week, and it was annoying, because it's like, oh, God, I gotta get 4 boxes? No. Yeah. I don't know. All over the board. I don't really think about boxes, I suppose. All right, so final grade for this one. Let's check out the comments and updates. There's not going to be much, even though there is 13 updates, because they've been stoking this fire well in advance of this thing launching. You can definitely tell with that many people jumping right from the go. Most recent, let's go most recent. We've updated our FAQ section to include a lot more information. Cool. Wish they had a number there, like Kickstarter does. A little thing, but I just assumed there was nothing there because you didn't have a number there. Just curious, will there be any significant material quality? Oh, yeah, I want to know why they're not doing stretch goals. I totally spaced on that. There's just so much stuff. Here we go. No stretch goals. Engagement in the complete Star Trek Ascendancy experience right from the start. We've worked incredibly hard to create an ultimate collection fit for an iconic franchise such as Star Trek with a carefully crafted design and top quality components. AKA, I imagine they had to walk through a lot of tight ropes and high wires, which are the exact same thing, I think. No, one of them's raised. So yeah, they're different things enough, I suppose. Yeah, when you're dealing with an intellectual property, especially one like this, I imagine that was a very serious back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's from talking to a couple people who have worked for companies who have worked with other intellectual properties, not nearly as big as Star Trek. And I can only imagine how protective they are about this, especially considering they have their entire universe. It feels like every show, every captain, everything. So yeah. I get it. All right. Anything else most popular? I am curious. Let's see what's in the FAQ. What if everyone Star Trek 16 just wants what's new? Okay, whatever. Updates. Fully funded, thank you. Funded the 6 minutes. So how long have they been doing the pre-launch? I'm curious. So when was this announced? Just out of curiosity. Like, if you're going to launch this massive style game, hopefully at $1 million, 10/23/2024, so 4 months ago. The Final Frontier coming soon. Was it just a teaser? Was it a teaser? What was it? Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. All right, final grade of this one. Do I want it? It's also 2 Calyx cubes regardless of pledge level. Yeah, the cubes. I've never owned a Calyx. One of these days, I'll find one on the side of the road. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I do. I'm a Star Trek fan. I love epic style games. The fact this goes up to 12 players, the fact this plays 3 hours, the fact that it's based off a pre-existing thing. That's the one thing. I don't feel like they really had enough quotes. I feel like some quotes could have been great. Like, I'm trying to nitpick here because honestly, this is going to be a great grade. What would I do to improve this? I'd have some quotes because I'm sure there's some absolutely just glowing quotes you could find, because even in these negative reviews down here, yeah, like the fact that we don't have Jason just absolutely, word vomiting just a paragraph about how spectacular he loves us, and that's a compliment, by the way. That's not an insult. Like, I feel like there definitely could have been some stuff here, because most of the time I imagine most people's negatives are it's too long, it's too slow in various different parts, but then when they start talking about all the positives, I'm sure there's tons of positives and you built upon it. But other than that, I can't even really think of too many other nitpicks I'd have with this. I think from the video, It's captivating. It gets you. If you're a returning fan of the game, yes. If you have no idea this game existed, yes. Every piece of information you could possibly want is on that very robust page. And final grade is a very solid one. I think it's an A. I think it's an A. Yeah, straight up A. I don't think it's quite an A plus, but I mean A. I mean A plus is like, dang, you're perfect. I think it's an A. I'm trying to think of the thing that I like the least about the project. I think it might just be the fact that Main Image just didn't let me know a little bit more. Like how it's a 3-hour, 1 to 12 player epic experience. But that's not what they were trying to convey. So yeah, A for Star Trek Ascendancy: The Final Frontier. And if you own this game and you ever happen to be in contact with me, we should play it. Because I want to play this game so bad. Twilight Imperium is one of my favorite games of all time. Xia, Legends of Adristus, and Mage Wars. You know, anytime you get like a 2-3 chunky 4-hour game, I'm all about that sort of thing. But let me know in the comments below, have you played Star Trek Ascendancy? And what are your thoughts on the game / Kickstarter? Has this one convinced you to pull the trigger on multiple $300 to $400? And Eric, I love you. My ADHD is ripping me to shreds. Plus, dude, we went to the Royal Rumble, and then every single person got sick except for me that next week, and there was just vomit everywhere. Vomit as far as the eye could see. Bye-bye. Love you. Eric. I mean, I like all you. I could love you. I just don't know you. I don't know you. One of these days. Maybe. Who knows? Bye.